Well, hello everybody, I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, but in this video, not only did I get some silver, I also got some gold because it is the gold challenge. Shake the camera, don't do it. But I want to talk about the gold that I got for July. I also want to talk about what I've got prior to this because now we're on month 7, so we've gone over a half ounce of gold. If you've been with me since the beginning, since January, bravo to you, clap. If you haven't been there the whole time, keep going. We're going to get some gold together. I think it's going to be cool. You're going to really like how this ends up, I think. And let's talk about the new Type 2 Eagles as well. Let's talk about some stuff. Anyways, stay with me. I go crazy, let's see the new gold that I did get for July. So yeah, we're in month 7 right now, just trekking along, are we not? We're doing pretty well. 1986, so the first month issue, and this is a nice 10th ounce piece right here. And it's got the old design on there, mother or father eagle, maybe, with the babies. And yeah, this actually cost me $226. Prices have been, going up and down on gold lately, has it not? It's been very interesting. I think the low is, interestingly enough, around 1776. I just keep seeing that number pop up constantly. 1776 seems to be where it wants to stop, and then it comes up a little bit and it comes back down. But either way, 10th ounce gold, a lot of times we pay more for, and you pay a lot more for 10th ounce gold and American Gold Eagles. It's just the way of things. So are there better deals out there? Probably. I probably could have shopped around and got something better, but this is what I found at the time. Had the money right then and there, and I said, let's do this. And also I got the first year. I mean, it's not an uncommon year. It's pretty well minted, I should say. It's not by any means rare, but I think it's cool to get the first one, that series for sure. And so, boom, that's my July coin right there, my July 10th ounce gold. Hopefully you're still with me. But I also wanted to bring in some more of the family. I wanted to show previous months as well, to show you that I've still been going strong. Haven't sold these things, haven't jumped off the wagon and said, I need money for something else. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to get over an ounce of gold. And then after it's all said and done, man, I'm not selling that stuff. I'm just going to hoard it away, just going to tuck it away, and that's going to preserve my wealth and just make me a little bit better off, I think, for the long run, and protect me, really. I mean, and protect you if you've been following along. And hopefully you have. Hopefully you have. All right. So anyways, this was my, this is no particular order, by the way. These are just going to be, all of the ones that I've got so far. I'm just going to show you, and then we're going to go over the Type 2 Eagles, talk about those for a minute, both gold and silver. So this is a Krugerrand. This is the one that I got. I think this was the last one I got, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Again, no particular order. I just happened to grab it because it's in this big thing. I started writing the price down that I paid, which I think is a brilliant touch. I wish I would have done that from the beginning. But, of course, I think all that information is actually in the videos. But $209, you tend to pay a little bit less here where I am for foreign coins. I think probably where you are, you pay a little bit less as well. It is what it is. I think that the Eagles here in America are a little bit more liquid for us, and there's some benefits definitely to buying the Eagles. I think I've explained that before in videos, but sometimes I got to branch out, man. I can't just do Eagle, Eagle, Eagle. I'm not that kind of collector. A lot of people can do that. They can buy the same thing, just silver Eagles, just gold Eagles, just Sunshine Mint bullion rounds over and over and over. I got to collect things that interest me to keep my mind going. I can't just do the same old plain Jane thing all the time. Here is a 2021 Britannia. These are absolutely beautiful. Let's get some more zoom on these things right here. All the anti-counterfeiting stuff. It really kind of makes our coins look far less superior, does it not? I mean, let's be honest. That's a good-looking coin, and it's got a lot of anti-counterfeit stuff on it. A lot of people don't like this side, but I mean, can we agree that that's going to be hard to mimic right there? And I don't know if we can see, but that little privy mark right there that has the little technology there with the lock and then the little 3-point spear or trident, whatever it really is. That's just a cool little feature, is it not? Anyways, I really enjoy that coin. Let's go to the other ones. Ah, here come the rooster. Yeah, man, never gonna die, this rooster. 2017 rooster. That was another one I got. Just going through the family. And again, in a second, we'll talk about the Type 2 eagles and talk about those and what you think about those. Another early gold eagle. And what's this one? Let's see. This is a 2021 eagle. So happy to have that. And it's gonna be interesting to actually match these up with the new Type 2 gold eagles that are coming out, the 10th ounce. So I'm going to talk about that here in a second. And last but not least, this was just a 2013. This is just what the shop had at the time, and I'm happy enough with it. Why not? It's gold. It's a American Eagle. You can't really go wrong there, in my opinion. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 10th ounce so far. Approaching, we only got 3 left, and we've got a full ounce of gold in 10th ounce version. It's a really great piece to collect. A lot of people say, if you have the money, just buy a full ounce. And while I tend to agree with that, there is an issue, okay? First of all, you got a whole ounce of gold, and something comes up, and you got to start splitting this off now. You got to split the whole ounce off, right? Or you got to go in the backyard with a big, strong axe and try to chop it up and try to hopefully you get to the right portions you're trying to get with that thing. Or you can get yourself a 10th ounce. The premiums are higher for sure, but you've separated it. And a lot of times the premiums come back to you with this stuff right here. Just be careful where you sell things to. If you don't have the right avenues to sell things, if you're not kind of familiar with where you should be selling things, if you need to, you could end up at a loss here a little bit. With those premiums, but just don't always sell to shops, okay? Sometimes shops are a necessary evil. I've done it, I've sold to shops because it worked out better that way for me to sell to shops, but there's a lot of places we can sell. Believe it or not, I'll let you in on a little secret. You and I collect this stuff, so we could sell it to each other. I know, it's crazy, I know. It's a secret, don't tell anybody. All right, so that's the gold. Thank you for following along. If you're following along, pat yourself on the back. There it is. I patted myself. I couldn't pat you. You're in internet land. But this is a good thing. I'm telling you, you're going to really, really be proud of yourself when this is all said and done. And again, if you're just following along just now or on the last video, just keep going. Keep going until you've accumulated, an ounce of gold, or, what we're going to end up doing is an ounce and then 2 extra 10th ounce. So it's going to be 12 months worth of getting the 10th ounce. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Let's go. I have some eagles here. They have landed, the new Type 2s. Can you tell which one is which? So I have not been keeping up with these at all. The information about these and what makes, one different from the other. I seen one little bit of information, and it was the missing reed. And other than that, I had no idea. I ended up talking about these on one of my live shows, and it was fun actually having the viewers that were in the live show telling me what the differences were. They were like, oh, look here, you can see the difference there. Look there, you can see that difference. And so I was learning through them. It was great. To be honest with you, I'm not a fan of the old eagle or the new eagle. I really don't. I collect them because it's a great coin to collect. It's very liquid. It's a well-known piece of bullion, but it's just something that just gets stamped out, boom, boom, boom. Made in masses. They're not rare. They're not that special to me. They're interesting. They're good to collect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything bad about them that way. It's just for me, it doesn't pique my interest that much. But I still buy them. I still collect them to some degree. It's just not something I just love so much. Does that make sense? Maybe. But anyways, we're going to talk about the differences. So I have a Type 1 2021 here and a Type 2 2021 eagle. Take a second and try to figure out which one is the old one, which one is the new one. Take a second. Look at the milk spot right here. People that say that our silver does not milk spot, that tells you right there that you are wrong. And I'm actually going to show you a milk spot on the new one. So if you guess this one right here is the new one, you are right. The one on the left is the new eagle. Can you tell? So apparently they actually added the initials of the designer right here under In God We Trust. The date is going to be a little bit larger and thicker, and the lettering is going to be a little different, so a little bit thicker, a little larger as well. The flags, if you look at the flags right here, which I found very interesting and almost lazy. I don't know. I mean, I guess it can't be lazy, but it just seems like a reduction of quality. So the flag on the original is kind of, it has the pattern right there, as you can see. Beyond the stars, look beyond the stars, look at where the stripes would be on a flag, which is more like just like a checkered pattern. And then look here, and it's just gone. It just seems lazy. It seems like a less less print is done here. It just seems like it's just very faint, almost worn, somebody had mentioned. And you can see like the lines and the dress here much more pronounced on the older version, the Type 1, versus the newer version. Just kind of weird, right? And now the real big difference is going to be on the reverse. You can see here on the reverse, the old design just looks very, very classy. Again, excuse the thumb, man. I smashed the snot out of that, and it's not really going away. It's just staying right there with me. But anyways, old design, it's classy. It is classy looking, I will say. Is it the greatest looking coin out there of all the bullion coins? Maybe not, but it's very classy. It looks like a professionally done coin. The new design, I'm not a big fan. It just looks to be, there's just less going on. I mean, it's literally just an eagle with a olive branch. And of course, people complain about the clipped wing. The left wing now, the right wing's solid. Let me talk about this. The right wing, just full right wing, beautiful. But yeah, man, the U.S. Mint wants to clip the left wing. So you left wingers out there, man, just realize that the Mint's trying to stifle you. Not me, it's the Mint now. But I don't know. It does have E Pluribus Unum kind of snuck in there a little bit, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to see that in there, but I'm not a fan, to be honest with you, of this particular design. The whole clipping of the wing, not that big of a deal to me. I would have liked to have seen the full eagle in there. Don't get me wrong. I think the full eagle is beautiful. Now, overall, though, if you look at the eagle itself, it actually is a pretty looking eagle. So it's not the eagle that I have a problem with. I mean, they did a really, really good detailed design on the eagle. The feathers look great. The eagle looks right. It does look beautiful. So there's a lot of detail here as well on the eagle, but you're missing a lot of like the breast and things like that. Here, it's just, they could have just did more. I mean, it's just kind of empty. And you see how other mints are doing things with the anti-counterfeit stuff, and I know. And also, another big deal is that they have a missing reed. That's part of their anti-counterfeit technology, I guess, is taking out one of the reeds. So it's going to be where the date is. You look at the date, you look underneath right there, and you can see that there's a reed gone. And what I found fascinating is on mine, there's actually a milk spot where that reed is missing. Isn't that crazy? 2021 coin from our mint, the U.S. Mint, and we've got a milk spot right there on the missing reed. So very fascinating and very weird too. But I don't know. What do you think about those? I mean, give me your opinions on it. I think a majority of people are less than thrilled about it. And, for me, I'm not a fan of it, but I really wasn't a fan of the old coins either. I just collected them because they're, like I said, they're good to collect. And so it doesn't affect me too much. I'm not crying about it. I still will try to get the proof version of the first time of issue. So I think on the 20th of July, the proof is available. So I will probably try to get that. And a tube here and there, when I feel like it, and that's it. Because like I said, they are good to collect, and I don't think that's ever going to change. But yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Your comments. I do also want to talk about the gold version Type 2. So I don't have one with me. I have the old type, the Type 1, which is just like this right here. I mean, it's identical, so we can use this for reference. But I do have the power of the internet. So let's go to that real quick. All right, so behold the power of the internet. I have in my hand right here, well, not really in my hand, it's in my screen, a Type 2, the new design of the American Gold Eagle. And why don't I have the new one? I mean, I had access to this when I went to the big Orlando Fun Show. They had them there. I'm just, again, not a huge collector. I really don't collect a lot of gold eagles either, besides the 10th ounce. The big 1 ounces, I don't have a lot of. I have a lot of St. Gaudens double eagles. I really like the old pre-33, but just not in love with these. I'm really just not. Sure, it uses the St. Gaudens design right here, but not here, not on the back. And let's talk about this for a second. So a lot of people were complaining about this design. It had the severed head of the eagle on there. You know, beyond the severed head, which I wish they did have a full eagle, I will say this right here. When you look at the design of the 10th ounce gold eagle, okay, and you look at the eagles on the back, I know it's going to be kind of weird with the focusing, but it's a hard design to identify, is it not? It really is kind of difficult to see what's going on because it's smaller. Now, if you have the large 1 ounce size, you already know what's on there, no big deal. And then shoot, you have a microscope, you have a magnifying glass, that's great. But I will say that the 10th ounce version of the Gold Eagle is actually probably going to benefit from just having a gigantic eagle head on the back, because it's going to be easier to say, you know, just see, it's the eagle head. I think it's going to actually look better than the 10th ounce Gold Eagle of Type 1. The new Type 2 is going to look better. But still, am I going to be like a huge collector? No, I'm going to get some, but I'm not going to just be in love with them by any means. Right here, did they make the date bigger? Maybe it looks like the date could be bigger on the new Type 2s, which would benefit, because these small little tiny 10th ounce coins, as great as they are to collect, because they are smaller and, you know, they're more fractional stuff of any kind, is a great thing to collect. Trying to see the date is a pain, I'll be honest with you, especially when you got the Roman numerals, you know, on the older ones. Trying to figure out what those Roman numerals say is an absolute nightmare. Absolutely. Anyways, that's what I got. That's what I'm thinking. Keep up with the gold challenge, and let me know what you think on the Type 2s, and also let me know if you're still in the gold challenge. Of course, leave me comments down below. It's a long-winded video, but happy to be sharing this journey with you of the 1 10th ounce piece of gold every single month for 2021. So that we'll have more than an ounce of gold after this is all said and done. And we're just going to better ourselves that way, I think. You know what I mean? For those people that never collected gold, you're probably sitting there going like, like, first of all, it's scary. Second of all, you're like, some months it was kind of close, maybe. Maybe you're like one of those people, and that's fine. You know, I understand that. I've totally been there. But I think, deep down, you're going to be like, man, I've got this money just on lock, just in storage that I've never had there before, and I feel good. I feel good about it. Eventually, I'll get some 10th ounce pieces like that, and I'll probably end up getting a 1 ounce piece, too, of that design, just to say I had it. Not like going to collect it like crazy, just to say I had it. That's all. Anyways, I got to go for now. Spegtacular appreciates you, and I'm out.